Wanted to fight. I really wanted to go out there and put him to sleep. But yeah, I want to fight Parker. I want to fight AJ, Usyk. These are the guys that I see I got on my radar. I want to put someone to sleep again and get back out there and show the people that, I am the man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for everyone. He's with all the legends now. Hopefully he's with Ali in heaven or something.
Daniel Dubois, IBF world champion. Listen, talk to me, man. It's been a minute. It's been a little while since we've seen you on social media. First of all, how are you? How's things?
I'm all right, man. Yeah, I'm all right. Looking forward to, I'm all right now.
You're good. Okay, let's talk. I do want to rewind, go back to Riyadh. It was a hectic week for all involved. I was there. So I was part of the madness that happened on that Thursday. Yeah. But talk to me on that Thursday. What happened from your point of view? We'd like to hear your events that happened on the day.
I think on the Thursday and Friday, I got, I started getting ill, my glands swelled up and, my throat went, I started getting feverish, just drained and tired, really drained and tired. I can't even put into words, but I was feeling drained and tired, my glands were swelling up. And then we had the doctor come and look at us. We called the British Boxing Board of Control doctor. I wanted to fight. I still wanted to carry on and fight. But we had the doctor came and looked at me. We spoke to Frank and all of those people. And then the doctor came and checked me out. And he examined me and said, he said he wouldn't advise me to fight. He said, from the Friday or the Thursday and then the Friday and Saturday in 2 days, it would be a lot worse. And, he just said, he wouldn't advise me to fight. And I listened to the advice of the doctor, my dad and my team. And I went, and they advised me not to go, but I wanted to fight. I really wanted to go out there and put him to sleep, but that's what happened. Shit happens.
Just to reiterate, as a fighter, and the fighter's mentality is regardless of the situation that you're in, you wanted to fight, but you had a few good experience heads around you, Don Charles, you've obviously got your dad, you've got the doctors that told you that you couldn't do that, right? Yeah,
that's right. Still though, I want to run it back. If they can get that fight on, that's what I want. That's what the fight I want next. It's unfinished business and it's left a bit of taste in my mouth. And
before we talk about future fights, there's notion coming out, there's a narrative playing out that there's no proof that you were ill, obviously. And I don't want to name drop too many people because there's a lot of respect between a lot of people in the industry. But, from Team Parker, Andy Lee did an interview and did mention that maybe it was a bit suspicious that talks about you and Usyk were happening straight after, and there was talks in the media that this fight between you and Usyk was happening. You've got the right to respond. So in regards to that, for people that say there's a proof that you were ill, what's your right to respond in regards to that?
I was 100% focused on that fight. I wanted to go out there and put him to sleep. So there was none of that. We had the British Board of Control. You can ask them and their doctor and you're going to get the proof from them. But that's what happened. I'm not making any of this up. But I wanted to go out there and put him to sleep and, shit happens. And that's that. That's how I answer that question. But yeah.
Fair enough. Let's talk about opponents then, because it seems like, whilst you're sat in the background, still a lot of rumours flying about. So I'm going to band off some names to you and just tell me where we're at or what's going on with that. Oleksandr Usyk's obviously the biggest name and you called him out. He's said openly that he wants you as the next fight.
Yeah.
Are we in talks with that? What's the latest with Usyk?
I want to fight them all. I want to fight, I'll say, Parker. I want to fight Parker, definitely. And hopefully Turkey might hear this and, make it happen in England, make it happen in Wembley or something. I definitely want to fight Parker. That's unfinished business for me. And and if not Parker, Usyk or AJ, these are the guys that I want next.
With Joseph Parker, it seems like obviously the belt's going to get fragmented and possibly the WBO gets pushed on and Joseph Parker could become a champion in the way that obviously you became a champion through the IBF. Would it make it a bigger fight if Joe had a world title, or would you just want to go in there with Joseph Parker regardless of the situation?
Yeah, I see it as unfinished business a bit. For me, that's unfinished business.
Oleksandr Usyk, that's probably still one of the biggest fights yourself on Alexander. But can I ask you, with your team who are talking in the background, where are we? Or is it talks with both fighters right now, with Joseph and with Alexander?
Well, all I know is that I'm going to be fighting in July. Well, that's what I've heard. I've heard that I'll be out in July, and there's a date in July for me. So, which one of them they're gonna get for me. I don't know. I don't really care. I just wanted to put someone to sleep again and get back out there and show the people that, I am the man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for everyone.
You spoke about Anthony Joshua there, obviously still one of the biggest names in British boxing. If he doesn't fight you, which, it seems like he's still recovering from an injury, where do you feel like he goes next? If you fight Oleksandr Usyk, do you think Josephparker is a good fight for Anthony Joshua?
I think he's a good fight for me. Yeah, I want to fight Parker. I want to fight AJ, Usyk. These are the guys that I see I got on my radar, in my eye. These are the guys I want to fight, and make the fucking fight happen. That's all I got to say. Make the fucking fight happen.
Frank Warren was at TalkSport, and another name that I saw got bandied about was Derek Chisora. In the future, possibly, he is going to be mandatory, put himself into a position. Is that something that tickles your fancy?
Who, Derek Chisora?
Derek Chisora.
Yeah, maybe. Other than the main three guys that I'm thinking about, yeah, why not? Why not Chisora? I feel like that's a good fight for me, really. That's a good fight. In my eyes, that's a good coming back fight. But yeah, let's see.
I know Tyson Fury is retired. I know he's sort of happy right now, but if he does come back, and there's always maybe there's a lure. Yeah. We don't know where he is mentally right now. He could be happy with his children and his family, but if there is a lure to pull him back into the ring, will Daniel Dubois be shouting out Tyson Fury's name?
Sure, put my name up first. Yeah, I'm ready. If they come back, if Fury came back, I'd love to get in the mix with these guys and get in that title mix. All the big boys. So yeah, let's see.
I do want to talk about a fight that's happening next weekend with George Foreman, a former opponent of yours, against another former opponent of yours in Filip Hrgović. You've shared the ring with both. Obviously, more recently, did a fantastic job against Hrgović. How does that fight play out for you? Yeah.
I think Hrgović can win it. I feel like he's got a good style and he's had the time to rebuild and everything. So I'm looking forward to that fight. It's an interesting fight. Is Joe going to come in there and mull him or whatever? But I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what Hrgović is like now, and see what these guys are like. I heard an interview the other day. He spoke, like he's ready. He means business. So let's see,
Nice. Before we do go, obviously the sad passing away of one of the legends of the sport, someone who's made his name in the ring and outside the ring, George Foreman. Talk to me, Dan. I know you're a boxing historian. You like to watch the old school guys. I have spoken to you about past fighters and you've known them really well. George Foreman, where does he, first of all, condolences to obviously his family with the loss, but for you, where does he rank amongst the great heavyweights?
Yeah, he sits among the best, that era of golden heavyweights, they all fought each other. Fraser, Ali and George Foreman is right up there. And then to come back and win the world title again at, 40 odd? Yeah, that's unbelievable that, he's with all the legends now. Hopefully he's with Ali in heaven or something. But that's the way to have a career, isn't it?
How much of an inspiration were these guys, the Ollie's, the Foremans,
Massive,
Frasers?
Massive for me. I grew up watching these guys on old documentary tapes like When We Were Kings and all of that. That was like the golden era of heavyweights, and the characters as well. Ali being all the showmanship and George being the killer and everything. It was good. I love that. So, shout, it's a fallen soldier, but, I'm sure he's in heaven.
Final one, Dan. Just give a message out to the fans. I know you gave statements out.
Yeah.
Telling people what was going on, but to your fans, to the people who have supported you from day one, give a message to the lens.
yeah, to all the boxing people and everyone that out there, I'm back and I want to fight all of them. I want to Usyk, Parker, definitely Parker, Usyk, and AJ. These are the guys that I want next. So if Turkey's watching this, make it happen, you know, and make the fight in England. That's what I want next.
Daniel Dubois, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you
bless.
very much for your time.
All right.